Hey guys, Drew here from SwingTradingBootcamp.com. Today is Sunday, January 13th, 2013, and we thought we'd post a little video of reviewing what we did last week and show you what we're looking at as we move into the week ahead. You can see we have a chart of the diamonds up, and we have about a 2.5 month chart up here. And here's last week's trading. You can see that Monday and Tuesday we put in a bit of a retrace, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we got the continuation move that we were hoping for. Now, as we've been saying, we're a little bit cautious going into this area. And let me just zoom out on the chart just a little bit here, and you can see the area that I'm talking about here. Was the high that we put in October of last year. We rallied up a little bit before that, and then in early October we tried to make a break to the upside, and we actually double topped there, and that's when the sell-off began. So now as we tick back up into that area, this could act as some possible overhead resistance. So we're a little cautious on this move going into next week. With that being said, it was definitely a good week in the market. We saw some good follow-through moves in some of the individual stocks and some of the ETFs as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those ETFs that were rocking and rolling this week. First thing we'll do is we'll look at the broker-dealer index, and you can see the continued strength there, moving up to new highs, the continuation move on Thursday and Friday as well. The financials breaking out to new highs again, new 3-month high there, and they're clearing an area that into new territory there. So they're definitely showing the most strength in the market that we can see out of all the ETFs. The home builders actually popped up to new highs there again, and they're kind of consolidating near their highs here again, clearing a new level on the chart. So they're, the financials, the broker-dealers, and the home builders really leading the market here, along with the real estate sector. Here's the IYR. Again, the continuation move to the upside. Some of the individual stocks obviously doing just as well. And those are the 4 sectors that we've really been focusing on to make a lot of our trades, but the ETFs, we've actually gotten into some of those as well. Now, one sector that's been kind of off the radar, and it's outside of the financial space that we've been watching, is the semiconductors. The semiconductors have a nice chart pattern here. This is the ETF, the SMH, and the semis are actually acting nice here. So do yourself a favor, look through some of the individual charts of the semiconductor stocks, and you could find some good opportunities there. We're going to keep our eye on the semis as we move into next week. And as far as the other sectors go, energy is still kind of lagging. It's making a decent pattern here, but as you can see, not nearly as strong as the financials or the semiconductors. Retail making an interesting chart pattern here after selling off this kind of drastic sell-off here. You can see a consolidation move here, and now it's trying to make a move to the upside. With the market being somewhat extended and possibly coming into that overhead resistance area, I'd rather wait till it breaks out, probably past that 45.75, 46 level before we look at it as a long trade. And on the weak side of the ETF market, you obviously have the gold and silver ETFs that are just continuing their long downtrend. Now, some of the individual names that we were watching this week that had some nice moves. Netflix has been on our radar since probably the end of last month. An opportunity to get long in here, and then a 2-day pullback and another opportunity to get long. Netflix been making some nice moves, volumes coming into the stock. So it's on a little bit on the expensive side, but a nice chart pattern to trade. Citrix put in a move at the end of last month. If you missed that move, you had a chance to buy this pattern here, and on the 7th you could have bought into another long position. It's making a move to new highs here as well. eBay is one that we're watching after the jump up here last week with the market and all the other stocks. It's kind of consolidating. Had a kind of a fake out day here. Now continues its kind of lateral movement here. Now we see on Friday it puts in a bar with some decent volume, possibly a nice breakout pattern to trade there in eBay. And Nike, NKE, Another chart pattern, little small cup and handle pattern here if we get a breakout to the upside. Friday was the day to watch that one as volume kind of poured into the stock and it broke out to new highs. We'll see if we can get a continuation there in Nike. So with all that being said, what do we look for as we move into next week? Like we said, we're really kind of cautious here. Even though we're short-term traders, we're looking at this level, and what we really need to see is buying volume coming in, pushing the stock higher, or the market higher and the stocks higher. But again, with this overhead resistance, we don't want to get overly long here. We're actually selling some positions out at the end of last week as they created some nice moves that hit our profit targets. But as you can see with Nike and eBay, there's definitely some chances to add a few positions, but not get overly long. We'll see if this continuation move moves any higher, and then we'll reevaluate if we get a little stall, and we'll see what the market does from there. So as always, have both weak and strong stocks on your watch list, so that way no matter what the market decides to do, you can take the appropriate action. We hope you enjoyed the video. So until next week, good trading to you.